Hey, what is up, plant-based runner? Coach Kyle here, and I'm going to show you live uh, how easy it is to make seitan. And if you don't know, seitan is primarily wheat gluten. It's super high in protein, and it's I think it's my favorite meat alternative. It's you make a loaf of it, and it's a real hearty. Depending on the texture, it could be chewy or kind of tough, maybe meat alternative. And if you've ever, maybe you've seen the vegan beef jerky strips at like your co-op or Whole Foods or whatever. Those are probably made of seitan. Seitan is, it's got a pretty good kind of tough meaty texture. Not like tofu is pretty soft. Tempeh is harder, but it's kind of mushy. Where seitan has a, I don't know, it's got a kind of a tough, uh, it's almost got a tough meaty texture. So let's go ahead and make it. And it does not, it's very easy. So if you click the link below, you'll be taken to the recipe, or the recipe's down below in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. But basically how it works, preheat oven 350. To start off, we're just going to make it in this and put down some tin foil and get a, you want the foil to go in, but we're also going to wrap it around the top. So I cover the top, but it's not touching the top. So I want some air up above the loaf. So it just looks like that. I'm gonna spray it. Okay, so we're gonna start with, okay, mixing bowl. Okay, got it. Okay, so in the mixing bowl, you're gonna put 2 cups of vital wheat gluten. And so how high protein is this? A quarter cup of this is 21 grams of protein. So, and typically what I do is when I make a loaf, I usually cut it into, I think, eight slices. And so it comes out to a ton of protein. It's something like, it's about 20 grams, 2 cups, yeah. So it's about 20 grams of, if you cut it into 8 pieces, it's 20 grams of protein per slice. So again, super high protein. You can food process seitan and get like a nice like crumbled beef for like tacos or chili. You can slice it, and it's a lot kind of like a roast. We've had what are those roast sandwiches, and you dip it in the au jus? What is that? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. We've made those with seitan. All right, so 2 cups of this. And again, this is not the cleanest video format, but I wanted you to see how easy it actually is to make this. All right. Let's see. Okay. 2 cups. Okay, 2 cups of gluten. 1 cup of nutritional yeast. Mix that up a little bit. Okay, that's the solid, the dry stuff. So now, for the wet, what we're going to use, a little bit of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons actually. Let's do that right now. Okay, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. We accidentally bought the normal. Oh, it's gluten-free. I'm gonna add this. That's funny. We accidentally bought the normal sodium soy sauce, so it mainly only gets used in this. Okay, got the soy sauce. We're gonna add in some salsa, 1/4 cup-ish. It's not that big of a deal. 1/4 cup. Okay, and then 1.5 cups of warm-ish water or vegetable broth, and it depends. I used to use 1 cube. 1 cube is for 2 cups of water. So I used to use 1 cube and 1.5 cups of water. I would boil it and then use that. But since I've kind of stopped doing that because, you know, it's kind of annoying. I just don't plan ahead enough to make the vegetable broth cool, and then I have to cool it and then put it in here. Whereas it's good for flavor, but if you're gonna add it to stuff, then, you know, I've just been using warm water. It doesn't have to be hot or anything, just a little bit of warmth to it. And about 1.5 cups. Okay, and then what we do, so that's what we got. We basically, I just do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I do it 60 times. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's really weird. 17, 18, 19. You flip it to get some of the dough. 20, 21, 22, 23. Clean up the sides a little bit. Yeah. It's weird. Trust me. Okay, so now we've got this, and I kind of just shape it into a loaf-ish shaped, and I put it in the foil. Let me wash my hands quick. Okay, so looks like that. And I take the foil and I cover the top like this, so there's space between the top of the loaf and the bottom of the foil, and I put it in the oven for 1.5 hours. Oops. Didn't know that was in there. We made bagel pizzas last night. Easy, simple, tasty. Okay, that's it. So, okay, Google, set a countdown timer for 90 minutes.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
And we're starting now.
So that's it. It comes out in a pretty nice loaf. You can open up the foil for the last 10, 20 minutes to kind of crisp the top a little bit if you want. But what did this take me? It took me 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and I've got a super high protein, really good meat alternative that you make at home. What else? I think that's about it. It lasts too. It'll last all week. It doesn't go bad. So if you want to, let's see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, that's it. It's pretty easy, people. I wish I would have discovered Seitan 5 or 10 years ago, but it's really become my go-to meat alternative. Super high protein, good texture. And if you want to do the extra flavoring, you could add in some spices and use the vegetable broth, and it tastes pretty good by itself then. But like this recipe, I didn't really add any seasoning or spices to it because I'm just going to add it into other meals. But it makes for a pretty good, tasty, kind of just snack by itself with some seasoning, garlic, salt, pepper, paprika, etc., and the vegetable broth. So comments, questions, please let me know. And as always, you keep running, I'll keep coaching.